Hey ladies, it's Corina. So instead of linking to specific items online which go out of stock, I thought I would go through the list here and just show you what I would be looking for in each of these stores that we recommend. So we have a list of 10 staples for summer, and then, where are the cute moms shopping? And these are really the top options if you don't mind shopping online, okay? And so I'm going to show you through some of those and just some examples. Also, down here is if you are the type of person that really does not enjoy scrolling and having to find something online and easily gets overwhelmed, I highly recommend Stitch Fix. I've used it even though I have no problem shopping online, as you'll see in the workshop down below. I find that they have a lot of value to offer, and it's totally worth the price in many cases. A lot of my friends that are like us in our 30s, 40s, have kids, use it, and it's a great option. So check that out as well. I do teach you my in-depth process for how I find all my clothes online. So if you want to give that a shot, watch this workshop, when you're doing dishes or folding laundry next, and this should help you out. Okay, let's jump right into it though. So I'm just going to go from store to store, giving you some examples. All right, let's talk about a white t-shirt. So I'm just going to act like you going to each of these, and I'm going to just give you from my perspective what you are looking for. A white t-shirt is pretty basic. You can get it in a fitted kind of style if you like it more slim fitting, or you can get it in a more loose fitting. I mean, either one is a classic, right? Like a white tee. If you are a warm, you have like a warm undertone, you don't look good in white, you can also get this in like an oatmeal color. This is just a neutral. I mean, if you don't like to wear white at all, or a light color because it can get stained easily, then just go for another neutral like a black, gray, navy, beige, that kind of thing. All right, so let's just look for white tee and see what we find on here for the first option. All right, so we have several options here, and we might filter down because there's some guys on here. We can filter down by department, women. So what you're going to want to do is, based on the style you like maybe you like more wide neckline there, you can look at the fit. This is a looser fit. I kind of like this one. It's just this relaxed fit that should work for most of our body types. They also have a couple other neutral options here. Now, what's going to be the key is, after looking at the photos and seeing how it fits, look at the reviews. Now, we recommend Quince because it has really good reviews. People love it, but it's quality. So look at the reviews and look at these pictures of what it actually looks like on people, so you will know if that's what you're looking for. Okay, that's just one of the stores. Looking at a white tee. Let me just move right along. A print tee. All right, why don't we go to Old Navy for that one? I'm going to type in print tee, and then down here lets me choose the department. So we're going to choose women. Oh, I think I put tree. Let's try that again. Print tee. There we go. And let's select department, women. Okay. And let's see what they give us. Actually, they don't seem to label things by print tee because, as you can see here, not that many options. You could get it in sleeveless. If you like the look of this one, there is an option. But we might need to just go instead to t-shirts and then look for print. So let's go to t-shirts and tanks under women's tops, short sleeve. And let's see if under color, we can click multi under color, and that should give us the prints. So we've got a couple options here. A striped option is very classic and wonderful. Look at how easy that looks, but wouldn't that be cute? Okay, so there's some options. This is just $10. Now, some moms that I talk to say they do not like the way Old Navy fits, and that is fair. The next level up that is owned by the same bigger company is Gap. And so they have just slightly better quality items. So you're going to do the same thing. Look under t-shirts. Okay, and you're going to want to go to, I did under men, so women t-shirts. And do the same thing, looking for options, okay? But if you can buy most of your clothes from the same place, you can qualify for free shipping, and that's always great. Now, I think most, if not all, of the stores that I'm showing you here that I recommend have free shipping available. And so definitely double check that before you check out, but that'll make it easy for you to return. Get a couple sizes. I cover all this in the workshop also that's lower on your PDF. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the next recommendation. I'm going to jump down to now the bottoms here. well, maybe I should show you chambray button down and what I'm talking about with that. I think that probably J. Crew would have a great option for that. So let's see if we type in chambray. Sometimes they are called denim shirts, but here we go. It's this. This is what I'm talking about. If you live in a climate that is hot, you can look for a chambray tank top like was shown over here. This one here was another option, and look at that. There's a short sleeve. Now, I want to point something out here because this is going to really help you elevate your look, and is to look for tops that have just a little extra. This has a little extra going on where it's like flutter sleeve. It's almost like a sleeveless, but a little bit of a cap sleeve. And then it's got this little ruffle detail, and it's not overdone. There's a nice fitting look to this. And this should last you a long time. J. Crew is great quality. I'd say the lowest quality of all the ones we're looking at is Old Navy, but it's got the lower prices, so that's why I wanted to include it. But all the other ones, Gap, Everlane, Quince, and J. Crew, are going to be quality pieces that are going to last you a long time. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over to linen pants. My favorite for linen pants. You can find them at Old Navy, but Quince is kind of known for their linen items. And so they have some pants here that are very well loved. I have them in my cart. I have not bought them yet, but they have a few options for fit. But some of these are just like, you can get more of a crop style if you want, or if you want it to last a little easier into the fall, you could get something that's full length, and just get it in a neutral. So it's going to go with a lot of your stuff. Olive can be a neutral depending on what the rest of your clothes colors are. But this will be something that you can get to be like full coverage for your legs depending on where you're going for the day, but is also super breathable and not hot in the summer. And then for sandals, I just want to go over that really quick because this is important. You can find really cute shoes. You can hear my son in the background here. You can find really cute shoes for the summer that are comfortable. So let's look over here to see what's, let's see. I would not recommend actually Old Navy for shoes, but let's go to Gap and see what sandals they have for women. Okay, so we're looking for an everyday sandal that'll be comfortable to wear. So I see a couple here. You could get this one or this one. I feel are a little bit more elevated. That looks super comfortable, but it's just a little extra going on, more than a flip-flop. Not that flip-flops are bad, but there are perfectly comfortable options out there that are cuter. This is sort of like a Birkenstock sandal, but because it's white, it's a little bit more elevated than like the typical Birkenstock look. Okay, this is where I also really like Amazon for shoes. You know, Amazon's not great for everything, but I feel like for sandals, they can be really great. So just narrow down by 4+ stars. And for example, these are perfectly comfortable. I actually ordered these and they're very comfortable. I would size up a half size if you can. But something like this is like leather classic, but it's modern day. Okay, so something like this is going to take you through the summer and just look a lot cuter. I hope that helped. You basically just want to go through like that, and you're going to find it in the styles that you like, but it really isn't that hard once you have a list of what you are looking for. So, you know, hit reply to any of my emails. I would love to hear from you what additional questions you have, and I hope you enjoy.